Just keep your eyes closed, and if you are comfortable to keep your eyes open, you can do so. But direct your attention to yourself as to who you are. As you have been seeing for so long, and today is the last class for this ASHTAVAKRA GITA, the book comes to an end. The classes on this subject will come to an end. But the truth that you are continuous. That never begins, that never ends. For the last 2 to 3 years, when you have been taking these classes, so many things have changed in life. From 2000, say maybe 2 to 3 years it has gone on. Trees have grown. Many trees might have died. Your body has grown. You might have found new relationships, or relationships gone forever. Somebody will be healthy physically, might have been sick, a job lost, a job gained. So many changes have taken place. But in these last 3 years, from the day we started our text to this morning, you are changeless. Each one of us in our own selves, we are the self, the consciousness, has not aged, has not changed, always the same. And being with yourself is the meditation, the ultimate freedom, happiness, fulfillment. If you hold on to something which is continuously changing, please see that, friends. That those things change is not a problem. That you hold on to the changes, expecting the changing things to be changeless, brings you frustration, disappointment. Everything shall change. All that you have, beginning with your riches or poverty outside, your youth or adult days in relation to physical body, your sense organs, all your thoughts and ideas, they shall continue to change. All that you have shall continue to change to who you are. Not a thought, not an emotion, not a perception, not a sensation, not a physical attribute, or a material possession. Who you are, always changeless. See that, friends. It is difficult to, please see that. It's difficult to hold on to a changing thing. And it is impossible to escape the changeless. It's like difficult to maintain the same landscape, the trees, the lawns, the arrangements, whereas it is impossible to escape the changeless space, the space that is changeless in all the changing landscape. You, the self, the awareness, is a changeless substratum in and through the changing landscapes of your mind and body. Always remains the same. Therefore, friends, meditation, happiness, being with yourself is effortless. To be the happiness, to be the freedom, to be the fulfillment, you don't need to struggle. If you think, please see that. If you have wrongly concluded happiness is a condition like maybe good weather, good health, no money, or all the wealth, then you have to work hard to maintain that condition. You make the happiness a condition, to have something, to be with somebody, to enjoy a particular condition of the body, or to have a particular climate. If you make the happiness conditional, you shall be disappointed. If you make the meditation conditional, again you shall be disappointed. Happiness, yourself, and meditation. No conditions apply. Unconditional, unconditioned existence. No thought is needed. No thought is redundant. No perception needed. No perception taboo. No sensation needed. No sensation can prevent you from being yourself. No material possessions needed. Nor the renunciation can create who you are. Just see that, friends. Meditation, being yourself. Absolutely effortless, natural. Just see that, friends. It's like your eyes. Just see this example. The eyes by themselves, they perceive, report everything in its own natural colors. The trees, the mountains, the sand, the flowers, the eyes see them as it is. A child gets excited with a pink color goggles or a red spectacle. The child gets excited with the colors everywhere. And the child will feel deprived when the colored glass is taken away. Meditation, friends, being with yourself, the eye of the eyes, absolutely natural, where there is no love, no hatred, no jealousy, no anxiety, no fear, no bondage, no freedom, no fulfillment. It is just as it is. And that is what we have been seeing in the last chapter of the text. Where is the bondage? Where is the liberation? Where is the destination? Where is the traveler? There is no reaching, no not reaching. There is no sadhana, sadhya, sadhaka. You are always with yourself. Unless you put on this glass, the ahankar, the I thought, then you see the world in different ways. Listen, friends. It is like the water everywhere. If you are thirsty, the water is such a relief. If you are a swimmer, you see the water as something where you can have fun. If you are a person afflicted by maybe a dog bite, hydrophobia, the very sight of water will frighten you. Object remaining the same, reactions vary depending upon the personality. This personality, this I, is a changing glass. Ask yourself, are you looking at yourself? Are you being yourself as you are? Or you are looking at the universe through those changing glasses of personalities, the I. When you are considering yourself happy, you see things differently. Unhappy, miserable, you are in love, you are in disappointment, you are deceived, you are alive, you are going to die. Each role is like a glass, a colored glass. That is how average man's life becomes a roller coaster ride. Now excited, now devastated, now comfortable, now miserable, now in love, now in despair. The eyes are always in meditation. It doesn't need the colored glasses. In the same way, who you are, always in meditation. Be that and choose to pick up the colored glasses. Have the excitement of a child, knowing fully well this glass is not lasting, nor the colors. What you love today, you are tired tomorrow. What you desire today, you resist tomorrow. What you don't like today, you may be craving for it tomorrow. Moods change, emotions change. If you are with yourself and you have many colored glasses with you, the choice is yours, which glass to put on, for what occasion. You are a master. You can live without any one of those, but you can also continue to live with any one of those. Freedom is, please listen friends, freedom is how many things you can live with or live without feeling overwhelmed at any time. For some people, freedom means to live with things. They bind themselves to a condition. For some people, freedom means to live without something. That also is another condition. Freedom is how many things you can live with or without. You have no dependence either on the presence or the absence of a thing, a person, a mood, a perception, a sensation or a thought. So as you sit down, your friends, close your eyes for a few minutes if you have chosen to open your eyes. Because to be with yourself, neither need to open your eyes, nor there is a need to close your eyes. You should be as comfortable with your eyes open, that comfortable with your eyes closed. As comfortable with thoughts being there, that comfortable without the thoughts. Always in meditation. And that shall continue forever. As long as your body is alive, you are with yourself. A day comes, the body passes. You still survive. As you have survived the childhood of the body, as you have survived the youth and the adult days of the body, you shall survive the melting away of this body, fading away of this body in the elemental universe. The elements go back to elements. Consciousness, yourself always existing. So please, as I always say, begin your day when you wake up. Waking up not only to the world, but also waking up to yourself as to who you are. Then your waking will be as beautiful as if in your dream and deep sleep. If you fall in love with the waking and all that is perceived, you'll be afraid of sleeping. If you fall in love with the sleep, you shall be afraid to wake up. When you are in love with yourself as to who you are, in any realm, be that waking, dream, deep sleep, be that seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, experiencing anything, be that the thoughts of any kind, be that the emotions of any kind, in all conditions, you are who you are, untouched, unaffected. Shivoham, Shivoham. Thank you, friends. Now, please, we'll see these verses. I hope you are doing it for yourself. It's very important, okay? It's very, very important, extremely important that you see it for yourself, because nobody can live your life, okay? Please. As when you can't live somebody's life, nobody can live your life. That is why these type of ideas that my guru is enlightened, or my tradition is great, or my God is wonderful, that doesn't help you. That is a very nice emotional high. By depending on something, friends, you can't be independent. Listen carefully. By depending, you cannot be independent. How are you going to be free if your freedom means to hold on to something? The freedom is how many things you can live without. Then choosing to live with the things. Understand? The freedom means how many things you can live without. You are absolutely free. No conditions apply. Ask yourself, if you see it in yourself very clearly, nothing in this world can touch you. Because there is nothing which you cannot give up, which somebody can snatch. Time can snatch your body, you can live without it. You are who you are, and not dependent on a physical body. No thief, no robber, no criminal can snatch away anything from you without which you cannot live. Think. There is no thoughts which can disturb you As you are comfortable with every thought, so nobody can disturb you by invoking a thought. Neither anybody can disturb you by challenging a thought. You understand? Amazing, borderless beauty, freedom. Something unimaginable. As we saw in this text, Tadrusha Taneva Jananti. Only such people will understand such people. And that is inherent, that possibility is inherent in all of us. No single individual, not a single individual is ever deprived of this absolute freedom, because that is our ultimate self-definition. That is our destiny. The ultimate self-definition, that is our destiny. In your life, you don't know whether you are going to be a rich man or poor man. You don't know whether you are going to be healthy or diseased. As they say in Hindi, Kal Kisne Dekha, who has seen tomorrow? You don't know whether you will be rich or poor. You don't know whether you will be in a good job or a bad job, married or divorced, healthy or diseased. You don't know. But one thing is absolutely certain, you are the happiness, you are the absolute, Shivoham, Shivoham. In a society today where people are more obsessed with the roles that they pick up, where it has become very important what roles you have got. Yes, please give importance to roles, but do not give it more important than yourself. Roles are needed. Have you not seen it? Today you saw, oh, this IAS result has come. Oh, this is somebody first, somebody second, somebody fourth, or engineering result comes. The Forbes rich man's list also comes. So many different things comes up in life. And how do you feel? Oh, not only the person who gets is proud, but who is related to him also proud. And by chance you are not related, you shall connect somehow. My wife's husband's daughter's life, friends, brothers, children's, I'm connected. Why? He's just so desperate to find a definition. There's no self-sufficiency. Friends, please, you'll be disappointed. That is where somebody can tell you. Suppose you say, oh, I know you from my school days. I don't remember you. You are finished. He is my brother's son's wife's children, some nonsense like that. He said, oh, who is he? I don't remember him. You are finished. Think. Please think. That is why in tradition, Jnana Sambandha. In Tamil Nadu there is a sage, Thiru Jnana Sambandha. Jnana Sambandha means what? We are one Sambandha, Jnana Sambandha. That is the absolute, always there. As much I am absolute, that much you are absolute. Ahamatma Gudakesa Sarvabhutas Asthita. As Bhagavan says Krishna in Arjuna, Ahamatma Sarvabhutas Asthita. Hey Arjuna, I am the self in all the beings. So from that standpoint, Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, the micro, the macro, the whole universe is intimately connected. You cannot disconnect. Whereas roles can be disconnected. The famous story in Mahabharata, when Abhimanyu died, Arjuna was in tatters, was destroyed, devastated, crying all the time. Krishna took pity on him. He said, all right, you want to go and see your son? He said, yes. So they go up to heavens, as the story goes. And when they go there, Abhimanyu comes and he looks at Krishna and prostrates to him. And then asks Krishna, who is this man? Listen carefully. Ask Krishna, who is this person? Arjuna said, enough, let's go. Why? Because between the individual to individual is a dahika sambandha, it is deha sambandha. It is a relationship in relation to body. The son of my father, father of my son, husband of my wife, wife of my husband, all that stuff. They are dahika sambandha, deha sambandha. This is like. And you have got somebody is a boss, you are a subordinate, that is a professional relationship. You are a particular community, you are a particular, department. Those are different types of sambandha, deha sambandha. Very relative relationships. Whereas jnana sambandha is absolute. That is why jiva and Ishvara, individual and total, micro and the macro, intimately connected. The story goes to symbolize, reveal that jiva, Abhimanyu, always remembers Ishvara. But the father, in how many births, how many fathers? Yesterday somebody sent a very nice little joke in the WhatsApp. One elderly person is sitting down and another young boy, 4-year-old, 5-year-old fellow is sitting down by the side, and the 4-year-old fellow talking to the 70-year-old man. When I was your age, I never believed in reincarnation. You understand? The 4-year-old fellow talks to the 60, 70-year-old man. At your age, I never believed in reincarnation. Now I am here. Are you getting that? Anyway. Jiva Ishvara, permanent relationship. Like that's why Krishna does not leave the flute away from his body. The flute stands for the jiva. The flute has got 7 holes. Saptaswara, the 7 things are there. The 7 holes stands for 5 sense organs, mano, buddhi, individual. And inseparable part of Ishvara. Krishna will always hold on to that murali. If it is not holding, it will be on the body. If an artist puts the flute down when he is on to mischief, he doesn't know. Flute and Krishna are inseparably connected. Jiva and Ishvara, inseparably connected. Now what happens is in that flute, suppose the flute is stuffed. The flute is stuffed with some cotton or something. You blow it, there shall be no music. When the jiva is stuffed with ahankar, no noise. Discordant notes will come out of it. When the ahankar gone, the stuffing is taken away, the divine blows through it. The entire universe listens charmed by it, enchanted. Yamuna is enchanted, cows are enchanted, trees are enchanted, the whole Gopapura is enchanted, the whole world is enchanted. Why? Because from that flute, divine music comes out. When the individuality is not there, when you have no individual axe to grind, me, my body only should be taken care, my child, my husband, my wife, my friend, others can die. That is why, if everybody is like that, what type of discordant note you shall listen from this world today? Why thousands of people are torturing each other and dying? Think, friends, because in their own life there is so much of pain, so much of anxiety. When you are unhappy, miserable, frustrated person, you are not going to fill up other people's life with love and affection, because you are disenchanted, miserable, frustrated. But in your life is bubbling, is so much of joy, so much of fulfillment, you can't even dream of hurting somebody. You can't dream of even speaking a harsh word. Impossible. Because you enjoy. Being the very, you understand, a celebration. That is why Krishna, Nandati, Nandati, Nandati eva, Nanda Nandana, Ananda Kanda, all that words you see that, Nanda Nandana, Nandati, 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 Nandanavana, all the, in the heavens you see that. Everybody is supposed to be like that, it's not only Krishna. When Krishna says, I am you, why are you telling, no, I am not you? I mean, it's something so silly. Something so silly. Other day I was giving a talk like some, I don't want to name the country and place and all that stuff. There is a different religious group, the people are coming. So they listen to this talk. They very much say, no, everybody of course appreciated except the person whose head is already covered up. They won't, because they are listening through their, another type of sound box or whatever. So something like seeing through another glass. So he comes back and says, Swamiji, how can you say that I am immortal? I said, I am immortal. What's your problem? If I say you are immortal, you can fight with me. Just I played on his word. You don't like being immortal, no? How can you say I am God? I said, good, I didn't tell that. I said, I am God. God is everything. Are you comfortable with immortality? If you say yes, who am I to say you should not be? Be immortal, enjoy yourself. Because they're very so. How can I be Krishna? Hey, Krishna says he is me. You don't have to say, I am Krishna, I am God. Nobody says that. God is in you. India is here. This much is not India. Earth is here. This much is not Earth. Universe is here. This much is not universe. Right or wrong? Do you get that point? You touch your nose. I've done it. Touch your nose. Touch your ear. Touch your cheek. Touch your body. Heartbeat. So this is not body. Should you lift your finger from any part of your body to touch your body? Anywhere you touch, it is body. To be the body, what should you touch? Touching is a job. Seeing is a job. Tasting is a job. Being is not a job. Mahadeva. So inseparably connected. When everybody sees that jnana sambandha, that at the absolute level, we are all one and the same. There is no difference of any kind. There is no place to be reached, nothing to be gained, nothing to be achieved. Everything is already achieved. Having seen it, in the relative world, do something. Because for immortality, listen carefully, or else you'll be impractical and stupid dreamer. For immortality, you don't have to do anything, but to maintain your mortality, you better do something. For your happiness, you cannot do anything. For your comfort, you better do something. The air conditioning doesn't give us happiness, it gives us comfort. Without this, how hot it will be. Noise also keeps coming. Too hot, 40 degrees, 37, 38, 40, 45 degree temperature. Can you say, oh, I'm so happy with 45 degrees? You must be nutcase. Insane. Nor can you freeze in minus 20 and you say, oh, I am wonderful. What nonsense. It's an open invitation to death. My happiness, my immortality doesn't depend upon the air conditioning, but the physical comfort. And for that we have to work. The air conditions don't fall from the sky to come and fit in. Get for it, work for it. Maintaining mortality is the life. Maintaining mortality. If you don't eat food, you'll die quicker. In the name of your sadhana, suppose you don't eat food, you'll be permanently released. Don't worry. For keeping your body healthy, you must eat. So that is a sarira madhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. First you must take care of your physical body. In the name of caring for the body, don't be a body worshipper and forget yourself. Nor in the sense of being with yourself, neglect your body. Both are stupid. Very nicely that in Tantra literature, beautifully, in Mother's Upasana, very nicely says, Yasyasti moksha natasya bhoga. Yasyasti bhoga natasya moksha. That is usual standpoint. Surasundari padasevikanam bhogascha mokshascha doyor vidyate. Amazing verse. This is a tantric literature. Yasyasti bhoga natasya moksha. The people who are interested in pleasures, indulgence outside, all the time lost and obsessed with these pleasures, sensations outside, moksha nasti. They don't understand what moksha is, what freedom is, what ananda is. They will never understand because they are lost in that. If you say, drop it, be yourself, very difficult. Then there are other people who are total renunciates. Yasyasti moksha natasya bhoga. One who is totally renunciate. Oh, everything must be given up, not this, not this, not this, not this. This is the type of approach. That person cannot enjoy life because not this, not this, not this. Whereas one who worships the feet of the mother, bhogascha mokshascha dvair vidyate. Bhoga and moksha, rande both are there. That is why in Sriti, in Bhagavad, in Guru Stotram, Bhukti Mukti Pradatascha Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. To that Guru, my namaskar. Who? Bhukti Pradata, Mukti Pradata. Who initiates me, reveals the freedom in myself. And only when you discover the freedom in yourself, life is automatically bhoga. Even a renunciation becomes indulgence. When you are getting that, you are happy and you are happily giving up, your renunciation is indulgence. But if you have to renounce in order to be happy, then of course the renunciation is a problem. When you are happy with yourself, you can indulge. You can experience, enjoy things in life. Because if it is snatched away, it doesn't make any difference. In South India, marriage tradition, it is clear. In marriage time, no, in South India, what they do? They ask the boy to go, no, Kashi. Kashi Yatra, the boy is supposed to go for Kashi. Towards north he will walk, right? He knows he will be called back. Suppose he is not called back, finished, right? Anyway, it's a symbol. Symbol means what? The symbol is one who can renounce, a renunciate alone can be enjoyer. If you can live without it, you have a freedom to live with it. If you can't live without it, don't go for it. Because you will be a slave of that something. If you can live without sweet, eat sweet. If you can live without money, have money. You can't live without it, then money will be your obsession, sweet will be your obsession, sensation will be your obsession, pleasure will be your obsession, relationship will be your obsession. That is why it is so beautiful. Understanding about yourself, complete. So, that Jiva and Ishvara, that is the Jnana, Jnana Sambandha, or Krishna and the flute. So be a flute in the hands of the God. Inseparable. So one who sees it all the time, happy with himself. Yet, to be happy, you don't need anything, neither this nor that. What are the list? We have seen it enough. Last 4 verses, read 2 verses, we shall see now. Go to verse number 10 onwards, please read. Kvachaisha vyavaharo vam kvachasa paramarthata kvasukham kvachava dukkham nirvimarshasya me sada kvamaya kvacha samsara hai kvapriti viratir kvava kvajiva kvacha tad brahma sarvada vimalasya me kvapravrutti nivrittirva kvamukti kvacha bandhana kutastha nirvivagasya swasthasya mama sarvada kvamaya kvacha samsara hai kvapriti viratir kvava kvajiva kvacha tad brahma sarvada vimalasya me kvapravrittir nivrittirva vumukti kvacha bandhanam kutastha nirvibhagasya swasthasya mama sarvada. What a tradition, huh? The more you see these, please. Today, when you see the world, so much information bombardment. Just on the click of a finger, you can, comes down, right? All nonsense from the, people want to learn from the internet philosophy also. Huh? So nowadays, people do that. You want to know something, you want to write a paper, internet. So comes that. Then what happens? Always it remains there. Nothing comes to the fellow's brain. That is why other day they had a research done now. The people are losing their intelligence because every information is packed up in the clouds. No information in the head. So if you have to talk, unless there are 4 or 5 papers, you can't read. And by chance one paper is lost, your talk is suspended. Just think, what is happening today? If you lose your cell phone, it is like losing your mind. People go berserk. Because everything is there. Everything they are looking for is there. All information there, nothing is in the head. Those days at least there was a hard copy, papers were, a lot of paperwork, but you could go back to that. Now this is gone and people who go there, people who take your phone, first thing they delete the whole thing. So you don't know what to do. Your entire life's information is deleted in a minute. Think, friends. What a tradition gives you, helps you to understand yourself as to who you are. Then, learning to use this mind, the thoughts of every kind. You are not afraid of a thought. You are not trying to escape a thought. You are not trying to escape an emotion. In your life, there is no running away from anything. You are as much comfortable with the things, that much comfortable without it. Do you see that clearly? So when you come across this knowledge about yourself as to who you are, and no more to look at yourself through what you have. Remember that. Learning to see yourself as who you are and no more looking at yourself through things that you have. Do you understand that? Observe. Observe. Look at yourself. Who are you? What picture comes to you? Most people will have a picture of things that they have. Who are you? Rich. You are looking at yourself through the riches that you have. Who are you? Young or old. You are looking at the condition of your body. Who are you? PhD, FRCS, ABCDE. Graduate, postgraduate. You are looking at yourself through your degree. Who are you? A husband or a wife or a child or a friend. Looking at yourself through a relationship. Or a managing director is looking at yourself through a position. Secular, they are all secular roles. Or you are looking at yourself through a faith, a belief. I'm a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, this and that. You are looking at yourself through a faith that you have. Do you understand what happens to you? You can be challenged in million fronts. Because if you are looking at yourself through those million glasses, you can be challenged in million fronts. Somebody touches your money, you want to shoot him. Somebody wants to touch your relationship, you want to shoot him. Somebody affects your physical body, a disease, something somewhere, you want to destroy it. Angry. Somebody touches your position. Somebody touches your faith. You protect your border. Listen carefully, friends. It is so. Ishvara. Everybody understands what life it will be. You touch the border of my house, trespassers will be persecuted. I don't allow you to trespass into my house. Good. Nor can you trespass into my faith. Who is better? Because we are conditioned, expected to live with borders and boundaries. In that naturally heavy conflict, holy boundaries, unholy boundaries, good boundaries, bad boundaries, moral boundary, immoral boundary, boundaries. Your morality is somebody's immorality. Your holiness is somebody's unholiness. Your right is somebody's wrong. Simple. You drive down the road. In India, left side driving is right. In European countries, right side driving is right. Which one is right? So, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. No. I come back with my European conditioning and I shall judge the Indians are all stupid. Or I go there with Indian conditioning, road conditioning, and I judge Europeans are all fools. What is this? That is why in our tradition, nobody is condemned. Believe, see this. Nobody is conditioned. Nobody is condemned. Because, simple story, you must have heard it. You know, there's a story about the elephant, they say, talk about. 4 blind people go to see the elephant. When they go to see the elephant, naturally somebody, they can't see through the eyes, they touch the hand. So one who touching the trunk, he says, elephant is like a fat rope. Somebody touching the leg, he says, elephant like a pillar. Somebody touching the body, he says, elephant is like a wall. There's 3 people, doesn't matter, okay? Like that. Or somebody touches the ear, he says, it's like a winnowing basket. Now, listen carefully, watch out this statement. All these 4 people, are they right or wrong? Huh? Listen, are they right or wrong? Right. Listen carefully. Don't say they are wrong, nor they say right. You can't say they are right. Elephant is a pillar, huh? Elephant is a wall? No, they are not right. Yet they are not wrong. Please use that word. They are incomplete. They are not wrong. Not they are right, but they are incomplete. All the traditions in the world, all the perceptions, theories, everything that person is talking, whoever tells whatever, is not wrong, but it's incomplete. If you say wrong, it's like a violence. Oh, Christians are wrong, Muslims are stupid. Don't say that. Don't say that. He is looking at a particular standpoint. It is incomplete. Help the person to understand himself. Yes, if he considers that incompleteness as the truth, of course he will be miserable. That is where people who hold on to incomplete versions of anything, they shall need the security of a group. A person who believes in truth walks alone. If you believe in a falsehood, you have to have a group of people together, patting each other, sort of comforting each other that we are all right. And anybody questions will not be allowed in the group, because that shall topple your whole apple cart. One who speaks the truth is like the baby telling the king, the emperor's new dress. All the sycophants say, wow, so beautiful. The baby says, you are naked. The baby will be thrown out, because his unconditioned mind. That is why politically right, everything is all right. Philosophically right, in the drawing room conversation on a cocktail, everybody is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is not right. Listen carefully. Some are incomplete. How many theologies are there? So many theologies. Somebody talking very nicely. The theologies. What is the opinion? How do you accept all the theologies? Theologies you can accept. Different million viewpoints you can accept. But the theologians, difficult to accept it. Understand? Million versions of anything you can accept. But a person who insists that is the complete becomes difficult, because it's like accepting the truth, accepting the falsehood as the truth. I am the body, right or wrong? Don't say wrong, nor can you write incomplete. I'm an engineer, right or wrong? Who are you? I am. That is the real answer. Understanding the truth of yourself. Who am I? Rest of it is incomplete answers. Are you getting that point? It's not the right or wrong. I'm rich, right or wrong? You can't say right, because that's what you have, not who you are. Therefore, can I say wrong? No. I am getting an identity from that. That is why you accept everybody. All faiths are accepted. Every thought is accepted. So looking at yourself, this tradition is so beautiful. When you are teaching students, schools, colleges, universities, what are you doing? We are giving them identities. Until yesterday they are ordinary people, today they are IAS. Until yesterday they are ordinary, today is a doctor, a professional, engineer, chartered accountant, businessman, rich, poor. Until yesterday you are useless, unmarried, bachelor, now you are married, oh, suddenly responsible. Until yesterday you are just a husband and wife, baby comes, father and mother. You understand how many roles you are picking up in life, friends? And if you get fully identified with these roles and live your life, you shall be shattered. Husband is gone, wife is dead. Wife is gone, husband is shattered. Something happened to the child, something happened to the riches, something happened to the job. What happens in the world? Everybody is groaning and moaning in life. Why? My husband gone, my wife is gone, my child is like that, my father is like that, my business is gone, my faith is destroyed, my image is gone. Why everybody is wailing? You understand? When you see yourself as you are, then you have got these 1,000 different goggles, different roles played happily, doesn't matter. So when you see it very clearly, this is what happens to you. Then you start asking, once you see that, question is like yesterday, what is the sukham, dukkham? There is no sukha, no dukkha. Because previously, when you are not aware of yourself, understand, you are equating comfortable sensation with the sukha. Have you not seen? Ask people, how are you? Very happy. Why? Nice car, nice house, nice food, nice air conditioning. So all these comfortable sensations are sukha. Because suppose somebody tickles you or pats you, sukha. Suppose they take a needle and poke you and box your ear and pull you, how will you like it? Very happy. Can you see that? So uncomfortable sensation equated to dukkha. Comfortable sensation equated to sukha. So you are always roller coaster ride, up and down. Now sukha, now dukkha, now sukha, now dukkha. Whereas happiness is absolute. All these things you have seen it, okay? Yourself, who you are. So previously you are going for sukha, running away from dukkha. Now you are with yourself, therefore, if you can get away from dukkha, fine. Cannot get away from it, enjoy it. Can you get away from old age? Enjoy the old age. Can you get away from the youth when you are young? Enjoy the youth. Can you get away from the disease when you are diseased? Cannot. Enjoy it. It comes to an end, fantastic. But therefore don't say disease and health are one and the same. No. it's not one and the same. When your disease is gone, do you miss your disease? Anybody? When your disease is gone, when you are having cancer or something, or some nonsense, something, whatever you have got, some pain, back pain, front pain, whatever nonsense, you have got something. Suppose it is gone, will you say, oh, I am missing my back pain these days? Will you say that? Because dukkha nobody misses. But suppose you are comfortable, those were the days when you got to climb up the 5 stairs, just like in 2 minutes. Now, 2 stairs, 5 minutes. Why? Because you are missing your sukha. And if your sukha was happiness, the absolute, you will be miserable. But happily climbing, happy not to be able to climb. Oof. It's not a play on words. Understanding yourself. So what sukham, what dukkham? Ko vyavahar, ko paramarthada. When I look at myself, then every role that I was holding on to completely drops out. Yesterday I gave you that example, I'll repeat it again, just because it's very relevant. You know, how long shall I study these things? I told you, after today, these classes will be finished. This text is over. These classes are over. Truth is not over. It is already with yourself. But ASHTAVAKRA GITA, if you want to read, fine. Don't read also, fine. It doesn't matter. The choice is yours. Because the book did not give you the truth. You are truth, book helped. The teacher did not give you the truth. The teacher helped. So you can be with it, you can be without it. That is the freedom you get in life. Like how long shall I do it? As long as you feel the need for it. That example of Bhagavad Gita comes in a dry river bed. In the summer time, you are living by the side of a river bed, dry river bed. You want water, so you dig up a well. When you dig the well and drink that water, now the rain has come, and because of the rain water, the whole river bed is flooded with water. Will you go there to look for your well, so that I can take water from that? Yavanartha udapane sarvata samplutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata. How much meaning is there in a well when the whole river bed is flooded with water? From anywhere you can pick it. When there is no water anywhere, you are going for that particular well. Same thing in life. In life there is a dryness, drought. Drought for happiness. I don't know what to do. So you dug a personal well where if I can see this, a movie, it will be nice. If I can touch him or her, it will be so sweet. If I can see, if I can dance, or what is that, if I can listen to some music, it will be nice. You can eat that particular, these are all little, are you getting that? You are digging a little wells in the dry riverbed of life. So, my well, you don't touch. I am in the front row. You take it, I'll shoot you. This is my car, don't touch it. This is my TV, don't touch it. You understand? Because each one exclusive owner of the little wells in the dry riverbed of life. Then you start wondering, what is this nonsense? What is life? What is this happiness? Then you come to discover, in any moment of happiness, I am with myself. And where is that self? In and through everywhere. Which place? In and through everything, every place. Which object? In and through every object. Which sensation? In and through every sensation. So when the whole existence is flooded with happiness, where shall you go for your happiness? Shall you ever fight for a balloon? Naturally you are growing out of it. See that, naturally. As a child, you are so much possessive about your toys. 10-year-old, you give it to your younger brother. 15-year-old, you give 10-year-old things to others. 30-year-old, whatever you have, 15, you give it away. How come? Growing out of it. Same thing comes in life. When you are happy with yourself, you grow out of everything. Until I was looking for it, I was finding some happiness in scripture. So the teacher will be very helpful. The books will be nice. This is Vyavahara, this is Paramartha, this is Pratibhasya, all these things, empirical reality, subjective reality, all that stuff. You discuss. Who am I? Am I the body? Or am I the mind? Am I the sense organs? Who am I? All these discussions are there. Once you see for yourself who you are, thereafter, in every role you are there. So which role you should hold on to? In every thought you are there, in every perception you are there, in every sensation you are there. You are comfortable with anybody and everybody. So you live like jale jalam, taile tailam, like a water in the drop of water in the water, oil in the oil, merged with everybody. Maune, mauni, gunini gunavan, pandite, panditascha. Among the people who are keeping mauna, you are a mauni. Gunini gunavan, pandite, panditascha. With the nice people, you are nice. With the learned people, you are learned. Dukhe, dukhi, sukhini, sukhavan, bhogini, prapta bhoga. With a miserable person, you are miserable, so that the person finds comfort. Sukhe, sukhi, bhogini, bhogini, prapta bhoga. With a happy person, you are happy. With an indulgent person, you are indulgent. Murkhe, murkha. With a fool, you behave like a fool. Yuvatishi yuva. In the sense organs, you are the master. Bhagmini, Praudhavagmi. Among the speakers, you are the speaker. Because your subject never runs out. You talk about history, geography, mathematics, it will run out. Talk about your pain and pleasure also, it will run out. About yourself, it never runs out. That is why you think for yourself. Who you are, then you are comfortable with anybody and everybody. Because the riverbed is flooded with water, I don't have to go to the particular well. Life is flooded with happiness. Which role I should hold on to? Or which role I cannot be? I can hold on to a certain role which is more convenient, but if the role is taken away, let it go. Amazing freedom. And that's what he says that. Ko maya, kocha samsara. What is this samsara, maya, priti, virati? That some people are in love with the world, some people are in love with the object, priti. Some people virati, some people say vairagya. No, I don't like this. All these are in beginning stages. Understand, this is the last verse of the latest revelations, the ultimate book in ASHTAVAKRA GITA. Therefore, don't sit down here to come and listen to the baby stuff. This is the ultimate. Priti, virati. Somebody loves the object. Oh, this is so. That is why. How do you know that you are depending on the object? When its absence devastates you, destroys you, creates a hole in your mind, makes you feel empty. Do you feel restless when you are alone? When you are alone, do you feel restless? Restlessness means what? Thought is there, object is not there. What is restlessness? Restlessness is not physical. Restlessness is mind. Your thought is there, object is not there. Missing my dog, missing my idli. You go to Badrinath trip, you will come back hungry for South Indian food. Because hungry, Badri Kedar, only there are two food. Potato, roti, roti, potato. Roti, aloo, aloo, roti. So, fantastic choices. So you get so tired. You are waiting for some idli sambar. When you reach there, you jump into the sambar bucket. Think of it. Ask yourself, do you, when you are alone, lonely, restless, can't sit down in one place? Always, nowadays the phone, oh God, the phone is a constant companion. If it is not there, people will be restless. If nothing is going on, they'll look at the phone. If somebody will call now. For no reason you open your email 20 times, as the whole world is banging at your door. You must call up. The moment the plane lands, hello, 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 yes, a plane is landing. Then what else it will do? Now I'm just getting out. Then what else you'll do when the plane doors open? I mean, so everybody wants to show how busy they are. They don't understand, they are showing how stupid they are. Who is dying to know what you are doing? Just don't use your phone for 2 days and see how many people are reaching your door. Try. Just try. Just try. Don't phone anybody for 2 days and see how many people are searching, looking for you. Nobody will come. You have to go and impose yourself upon others, then only somebody will be there, or else nobody cares. Think, friends, about whom you think most of the time. Our life is such, we think about others most of the time. My father, mother, this, that. And that is why what people say, you always think about others. Think, friends, biggest mistake you commit in life. And then what you say? I don't understand my father. I'm living with him for 30 years. I'm living with my husband for 40 years, with my wife for 40 years, 50 years. But I don't understand them. You'll never understand them. You'll never understand them. Why? With whom have you lived the longest? With whom have you lived the longest? With your husband? With your wife? With your father, the mother, or with yourself? With yourself. Have you understood yourself? Have you lived the longest with yourself? Do you know who you are? No. How are you going to ever understand your father, mother, or husband, or wife? You will never. Only when you understand yourself who you are, suddenly everybody will be revealed a picture. So beautiful. You will not try to understand anybody. They will be self-revealing. It is so fantastic, so effortless. Because your acceptance of people will be complete. Because you accept yourself complete. So in the beginning stages, when you don't understand all this highest stuff, it begins with priti, I love something, I don't like something. That's beautiful. That's a game begins in life. But at one time, the game must come to an end. It's not I like something, I dislike something. I dislike something because I want to like it, I don't like it. I like something, that is not true. You don't like anybody, you don't like anything. You like anything because it gives you pleasure, so you like yourself. You don't hate anybody. Listen carefully. You don't hate anybody. You hate that somebody because that gives you pain. Suppose it doesn't give you pain, will you hate that person? Everybody loves scorpion. Why do you hate scorpion? What did the scorpion do to you that you are hating it? Nothing is there. But you know, if it does, marveli, pain. I hate scorpion. You hate scorpion or the possibility of the pain in your heart. You don't hate anybody. You are afraid. That's why you hate it. When you love yourself, you love everybody in this universe. For these type of classes, come to the Tattva classes, okay? When you love yourself, when you are in love with yourself, you can't escape loving anything in this world. You love yourself for who you are. Therefore, you love everything that you have. Since you love yourself for who you are, you love everybody for who they are. Since you accept yourself for what you have, you accept everybody for what they have. Therefore, it all begins with you. Once you see what rati virati, what is the question of liking somebody or not liking somebody, that is also not there. What jiva, what tat brahma, what is the jiva and brahma, because these are the concepts, ideas, descriptions created by the ahankar, the I thought. When the I drops out, all these things also automatically drop out. Think. When you are there is a nice book in Tamil, English translation, Kaivalya Navanitam. It's a very nice example there. When you take a dead body to the cremation ground, you put the dead body on the pyre, right? There will be 3-4 people waiting there to see that it really burns well. So they use a long stick. They put it there and throw it this way, that way, that way. So the person completely burns out. After the person burns out, do they carry that stick as a souvenir to home? This is the one who is burnt my father. This is the one who burnt my rascal, Will you take that stick? You use that stick to help it to burn. And once the burning thing is over, job is done, what do? Put the stick also onto the fire. And then you go, because the job is over. As children, we started to learn numbers. You tell a child 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the fellow will not understand anything. So what do? 9 sticks, 9 marbles. In those days, we were children, we were studying. Oh, that was a hard work. We have to create our own sticks. So you have to bring the thing and that coconut leaves, remove the leaf and that stick, that bone. So that one you have to make same size, 1, so 5, 10, like that. So you have to learn it. And the guli, the small clay balls you have to make. Small ones, big ones to count. Nowadays children have all different things. They have no handwork. Everything is already provided for. Anyway, so why do you do that? So that you understand 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you go to 5th standard or 10th standard or PhD mathematics class, do you take that guli? Take that round balls and the sticks with you? No, that job is over. You don't need it. You don't need it, but others need it. Your child will need it. You don't need it, but for your child's sake, you keep it going. Same thing also here. A person who revels in himself with this ecstatic revelry that there is no jiva, no brahma, no creation, no happiness, no unhappiness, for him the job is done. That does not mean when a person comes the first time to say, what is this reality? What is the reality? Where are you? Where am I? Huh? You don't do that. Again for the other person's sake, same thing continues. That is why tradition, parampara. Why the parampara? The tradition should not be destroyed. Should be protected by all possible means because it is the way of communicating. Please. That is why don't laugh at these traditions. Each one has their own traditions. There is a storytelling tradition. There is a music tradition, there is a dance tradition, there is sculpting tradition, pot making tradition, music, everything there is a tradition. The maestros, those who are on the top of anything, they know the bottom of everything. If you don't know A, B, C, D, will you be a top class artist and you don't know, what are you going to know? You write a novel for. So because you could write anything, therefore you say, E is not needed. What? Don't do that. For you, the job is done. When you are traveling on the road, you are going towards Pondicherry. So then you saw the Pondicherry 35 kilometers. So you go there and there is a milestone, 35 kilometers. So you stop your car, remove the milestone. Why? Because you have crossed the milestone. Hey, don't do that. For you, the milestone has done its job. For the next person coming, it is needed. Don't touch it. Just move. Tradition is like that. Where ultimately you understand about yourself. But suppose there is a tradition which doesn't do that, again as I told you, it's not useless, but it's incomplete. And that will unfortunately perpetuate Andha Parampara. Andha Parampara means like a blind leading the blind. But it will have a place because some people are there. However much intolerant you may be, nobody should talk like that, nobody should speak like that. People will talk like that. People will speak like that. Because each one has a tradition of its own. You like it or not. That is, however restless you are, however uncomfortable you are, that why the people are getting stuck on these things, they will get stuck on these things. Don't worry. But you see it for yourself. And then you share it. If the other person is ready to move on, he shall move on. But everything needs to be there. Okay? So, kwa jiva kwa tad brahma sarvada vimalasya me kwa pravrutti nivrutti va. There is no pravrutti or nivrutti. There is no question of, please, these pravrutti and nivrutti are two human endeavors. Pravrutti means going towards. Nivrutti means running away from. In this world, you have two types of movements in the world. Some people, take this anywhere, some people are running towards the beach, pravrutti. Why? Sunrise, crabs, sea bath, walking on the beach, pravrutti, so that I can be very happy. The same beach towards which some people are going, some people are coming back. Enough of it. Too much of salty or air. I don't like it. It's too and very dirty. Oh, that ocean is so heavy, big waves are coming. So some people are running towards it for happiness. Some people are running away from it happiness. Right or wrong? Every human endeavor. Some people are desperate to get into marriage. Some people are desperate to get out of the marriage. Think. Some people are desperate to have a child. Some people are desperate, why did I? Right? Some people are desperate to be rich. Some people are desperate to renounce. Pravritti, nivritti. Both people are committing mistakes in life. Listen, friends. Somebody is running away from the ocean for happiness. Somebody is running towards the ocean for happiness. Somebody is running away from money for happiness. Somebody is running towards the wealth for happiness. The conclusion is wrong. That thinking that the money has a happiness or the money is unhappiness. You are running away from a place thinking that there is unhappiness. Some people running towards the place thinking there is happiness. Both are wrong. In the object or in the place, there is neither the happiness nor unhappiness. Those are all beginning classes. Understand? There is neither happiness in the object nor there is unhappiness in the object. Think, name one object where there is happiness for everybody. Name one object, please. Name one object which makes everybody happy. Name one object. Please. You can't. Think over it. It can give you some comfort for some time, but happiness, no. There is no such object. Name one object which gives you discomfort for everybody. Suppose you say, what gives you happiness? Name one object. I say, oh, rasgulla. Huh? The sweet gives me happiness. How long? Eat it every day, morning, evening, midnight. You will hate it thereafter. Anything. Even people get fed up with it. The same person you love and without him I die. Without her I am going to kill myself. After a few months with him or her. Everandi. You don't look at that person. Other people will be looking at them. With whom you are living, you are not interested. Think, friends. The food that you are having, oh, South Indian food, so nice. Eat it 3-4 times. Boring. Can you go for a change? Eat a North Indian food. Eat 3-4 days. It's very good. Why not go for Italian food? Why are you jumping? Are you going for food or for happiness? When you go to the restaurant, do you order food or taste? Come on. When you go to the restaurants, do you order food or you order taste? Taste. KFC. Chicken. Ordinary? No. K. What is that? Think. Are you ordering the object, looking for the object or happiness? Happiness. There is no object which can give it to you. Or else once you get it, it will be giving that happiness forever. Shall we therefore say it gives unhappiness? No. At one time it provides you something. So that is where you see very clearly. Object has neither happiness nor unhappiness. If you get it, it comes from within you. Because of your thought, the thought is present, the object is absent, unhappy. When you get the object, thought goes away. No more unhappy. So in your moment of happiness, you are with yourself. When you see that, at any moment of happiness, I am with myself, then objects you no more condemn. You consider it, you can use it for something, but object can neither give you happiness, nor it can give you unhappiness. A person can neither give you happiness nor unhappiness. Wealth cannot give you happiness or unhappiness. Happiness is absolute, that is yourself. Ananda Swarupa, Shiva Swarupa, that is Shiva. When you see that, what happens to you? What pravritti nivritti? Now you are happy to go towards it. Listen, you are happy to go towards it. You are happy also to go away from it. In the ignorant stage, by going towards it, you are happy. You understand? See that. Take an example. By eating mango, I am happy. There is a difference, huh? By eating a mango, I am happy. You know what will happen? If you can't eat, miserable. Happy to eat the mango. You are happy. Long before you start eating the mango itself, you are happy. I am happy to eat the mango. Suppose there is no mango, you are still happy. But by eating the mango, if I am happy, if I can't eat, I will be miserable. So if you are happy to be with an object, happy to go towards it, happy to go away from it, you are happiness. Objects, beautiful, use it. Every object has a usage. You can use a flower, you can use a dust, you can use mud, you can use gold. Your body, your mind, your whole universe, what a place it becomes. Sarvam Jagadeva Nandanavanam. Sarvepi Kalpadrumaha. The whole universe becomes a universe of absolute joy, because you are the embodiment of joy. You are this happiness itself. Therefore, pravritti nivritti doesn't matter anymore. Kva mukti, kva bandhana. What is bandhana? Bandhana is, if you see happiness in the object where it is not, that is bondage. When you see security where it is not, if you are an insecure thing, you see the security, you are bound. Why you are bound? Because instead of that protecting you, you will try to protect it. Tell me, money protects you or you protect the money? Very nice in Sanskrit comes. Arjane dukkham. Rakshane dukkham. Nashaye dukkham. In wealth, anything for that matter. Arjane dukkham. To earn it, you have to struggle. To protect it, you have to struggle. When it is gone, you are unhappy. Unhappiness while earning it, unhappiness while protecting it, unhappiness when it is gone. Everything comes under that. You want to have a relationship? Try to establish it on a relationship, dukkham, struggle. Maintain that relationship, dukkham. Of course, nase dukkham. Think. Anything. Oh, I want to enjoy the northern light, Alaska, or I want to enjoy some wonderful Amazon forest. Arjane dukkham. You have to work for it. Go there. Rakshane dukkham. You can't be there all the time. When it comes to an end, nase dukkham. Whole life's trips are like that. To get it, you have to struggle. To be with it, you have to struggle. At the end of it, you will be miserable. Whereas, when you see the happiness in yourself, who you are, Arjane Sukham, you don't have to get it, because it's already yours. That is why these inconveniences comes and go. Happiness is always there. Happy to cough, happy not to cough. Happy to take the class, because this is there. Happy not to take the class, because nobody is there. So nice. Happy to read, happy not to read, happy to live, happy to die. You understand? Anybody can do that. Absolute freedom. There is no thing that you must do it. Don't put me into that. Think, friends. What is mukti? What is bandhana? What is bandhana? When you see happiness where it is not, you are bound by it. You hold on to it, you depend on it. Money is my security. Money becomes your insecurity. A relationship is my security. The relationship shall be your insecurity. Are you getting that point? Your friend can be your worst enemy, right or wrong? To whom you love, that is the person who can destroy you easily. Your best friend is your worst enemy. Person with whom you have said all the secrets. Now this Lalit Modi is throwing from London, no? Nonsense. Pure nonsense he is throwing. And everybody, the press also is eating it up. If Rahul Gandhi sat down there with him, he didn't sit down with a fugitive, he sat down with a person who was running the IPL. So what is the mistake he committed? So Rahul Gandhi sat there, what's wrong with that? That time he was not a fugitive. Simple identity, objectivity is not there. So just because today he is a criminal, all throughout life he was a criminal. After 50 years, last 4 years he has been dubbed as a criminal. 46 years, he had a friend or no? Or you should have known when he was 20 years also, he is going to be IPL and he is going to destroy it, therefore I will not be a friend. What nonsense. This is stupid. Oh, Vasundhara Raja wrote, are family friends? Should you not be friends with people? Yes, but later on somebody sums out to be some way. How does it matter? I am not related to the criminal. I am related to the person. Are you getting that point? That simple story you remember. There is a king. He was walking, he was going on his elephant and the retinue is behind him. There was a drunken fellow on the roadside. So he is looking at the king and he says, "Ye hathi kitna daam ka hai? This elephant, how much it cost?" He is asking king, "Ye hathi ka daam kya hai? What is the price of this elephant?" You don't talk nonsense to the kings. So these fellows, the retinue, they come, tied him down, throw him into the jail. So next day when the court sits, the king has come down and this man was brought in for judgment. So the king asked, "What is that? What were you telling? What is that yesterday? What were you telling?" Then he says, that man said, "Maharaj, O Lord, king, that fellow has gone." He's the drunken man who was talking. Now I am not drunk. The king was so pleased, released him. True, because he was not talking, the drink was talking. Think, friends, if you see, it's not a joke. You know, somebody is talking nonsense because he is angry. Is he talking or anger is talking? He is talking or hatred is talking? He is talking or jealousy is talking? He is talking or insecurity is talking? Or sometimes your love is dangerous. He is talking or your infatuation is talking. So when his infatuation is talking, "Oh, you are so nice, you are so..." Because you are too infatuated. So when the infatuation is over, love disappears. Both ways you are in trouble, sir. Think of it. Why the poets need different muses? Muse. For some time, she is the muse. For sometimes, another one, she is, another he, or this one, that. And it goes on changing. Why? You are changing. So it is not people talking. It's their love, their infatuation, their hatred, their kindness, their cruelty. If you see this clearly as to who is talking from that side, you don't take them seriously. It's all right. Because you are aware of yourself. When you are aware of yourself as to who you are, other people's version of you means nothing to you. Because they shall see through their perspective, not through your perspective. Understand? That is why the being uddharet atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripuratmana. Bhagavan says in Gita, hey Arjuna, may you redeem yourself by yourself. Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu. You are your worst enemy, you are your worst friend. Meaning, you better see the truth about yourself. So that who you are, that definition should not depend upon other people's perception. Should you tell about me who I am, or I should know about myself who I am? Come on. And if you know for sure, nobody can touch you. Because they can see your action. Can they see your motive? Tell me. You are hitting your child as an action. How is it visible from outside? Ayo, this mother is Rakshasi. She is horrible. But does anybody loves the child more than the mother? You condemn looking at the action. The world will judge by action. God judges by motive. The world condemns by the action. Because the world cannot see the motive behind the action. If you want to accept a God or whatever, you can see your motive. That is why even if the whole world condemns you, you stand great, redeemed in your vision. And also, even if the whole world praises you, oh, you are such a nice man, you are condemned by your own perception of yourself. That you know you have not done the right thing. That is why it's so beautiful. Pravritti, nivritti. You don't have any. You are happy to be with everything. Also you are happy to be with nothing. Happy to be alive. Happy to be fading away. Kutastha nirvivagasya swastha me sarda. Ni swastasya means swastasya. Swastha. Swastha means tishtatiti stha. Swasmin tishtatiti swastha. One who is abiding in himself. Swastha. Tishtati, always abiding in himself. Should you be yourself or should you be somebody else? Have you not talked it in relative world like that? Suppose you know a person very happy every day. One day he is angry. What is it? Today is not himself, you know. Why? Because you have an image that he is always laughing. So today he is crying. Today is not himself. You go there. When you go there, he opens the door. Hello, please come in. Right. Another day you go there, opens the door and walks away. What happened? You get a doubt now. Something wrong with me? Something wrong with you or something wrong with his mood? Swasmin tishtati. You should exist, abide in yourself as to who you are. But our estimation of ourselves depends on other people's estimation of me. How nice. Your estimation of yourself, if it depends on other people's estimation of you, you have handed over the charge to them. So if they are in a good mood, they want to please you, they will tell you what you want to listen. They don't want to destroy you, they shall tell you what you don't like to listen. You understand? That is how the people are destroyed in life. Because they are not aware of themselves. That is why this Upanishad is so beautiful. Shastra, it is not for Hindu, Muslim, Christian, X, Y, Z, follower, believer, non-believer, nothing doing. Who you are is not a belief, not a disbelief, not a practice, not an action, not a sensation, not a thought, not an idea. Therefore, always comfortable with yourself. Finish the last two verses. Kvapadesha kvava shastram kvasishya kvachava guruhu kvachasti purusartho va nirupade shivasya me kvachasti kvachava nasti Kvasti chaikam kvachadvayam bahunatra kimuktena kinchinno tishthate mama kvapadesha kvava shastram Vasishya Kvachava Guru Kvachasti Purusharthova Nirupade Shivasyame Kvachasti Kvachava Nasti Kvasti Chaikam Kvachadvayam Vahunatra Vimuktena Kimuktena Kinchinno Tishthate Mama Vahunatra Kimuktena Kinchinno Tishthate Mama. Oh, this is out of the world. So, that is where when you thus see your nature about yourself, who I am, Nirupade Shivasya me Shivasya Nirupade. For me, who is Shiva. What is this? I am Shiva. The moment you hear Shiva, immediately your photo, even image is conjured up. Shiva, Trishuladhari, like that. Then, if you are listening for the first time, you say, how can I be Shiva? He is God. No. Here, the Shiva is not the embodiment that is talked about. The Shiva is that which is auspicious. Auspicious, changeless, deathless. Anything that is death, dying, changing is inauspicious. That is, in our tradition they call it Shaba. A dead body is known as the Shaba. Living thing, Shiva. That's why in South Indian tradition they call it Shiva Shiva. In Tiruvannamalai, when you walk around Shiva Shiva, they will be calling each other Shiva Shiva also. Rishikesh also Shiva. Because you are auspicious. Dead, Shava. So what is that is changeless and deathless in me? Physical body is Shava, continuously changing, continuously dying. Your sense organs in the realm of death, continuously changing, continuously dying, aging. What about your thoughts in the realm of Shava? Continuously changing, continuously fading away. I thought, continuously changing, different roles. Whereas the meaning of the word I, the Aham, the Shiva, consciousness, self, changeless, deathless, always remain the same. So who I am is Shiva. And the Shiva is living in the realm of Shava, the dead body. That is why traditionally the Shiva is usually address of Lord Shiva is where? Smasana, cremation ground. In cremation ground, he has the skull, bone, even Kali, mother also. You see that? Why? It's a beautiful symbol. It is the dance of the infinity in the realm of finite. Dancing Shiva, dance of the immortality in the realm of mortality. So you are the dance stage, you are the dancer, you are the dance. How beautiful. Take that imagery. Shiva, Nataraja, Tandava, Srishti Tandava, Pralaya Tandava, Sthiti Tandava, if you can say that. The creation is a dance, sustenance is a dance, resolution also is a dance. Yet, dancer is not dancing. It's a cosmic dance without movement. Of which each one of us is inseparable part of that dance. You can't resist the change. Whether you like it or not, time is working through you. That is why Kali, when you say Kali, Kali doesn't mean, Kali means a dark one. Nonsensical ideas have gone into Indians' head. Kali. The Gori, everybody wants a Gori. Nonsense. You know that white and black, you don't understand, they're stupid. That color. Kali means what? Kala. Kala yasya asti. The Kala. One who is Kali, one who controls the time. Kala. In Ujjain, if you go there, Karalam, Mahakala, Kalam, Krupalam. You know, that Mahakala, Kala. Kala is time, Mahakaleshwara. Shiva is known as the Mahakala. Mahakala because he devours the time itself. Kali also, call it feminine. So that absolute reality is masculine or feminine? Which one you like? I like masculine, Mahakala, Shiva. I don't like these boys. I like mom. All right, Kali, take it. No, I don't like this Purusha, man or woman. Neuter things, the best thing. All right, Saswata, Chirantana, Nitya, call it. Kala Atita, beyond time. Whichever way you like, that is given to you. It doesn't matter man or woman, masculine, feminine, neuter. You be it. That is the, you understand the urgency, the love, the Ishvara, words spell. The concern with which the scriptures, the teachers, come on, be this. How do you talk to your children? When you talk to your children, what do you talk? Sapati, child can run, is not running. What is, baby, you can do it, come on. Why? Because you know the fool can jump, but he's not doing it. What is it? Come on. Your desperation is not for your sake, so the child runs. The desperation of the wise man, the desperation of wisdom, the desperation of the tradition is not for its own sake, but for the sake of the people. Come on, be the Shiva, be the Mahakala, be the one who devours the time itself. Don't be helplessly consumed by time. Where do you see that? The entire world is busy entertaining people, making them victims of time. Come on, forget your unhappiness for some time. Watch the Olympics. Watch the football. Watch the tennis match. Now going on. After French Open, now the, what is that? Wimbledon is going on. Waste some time. It's not wasting time, not being cynical. Be happy. Watch the Wimbledon. Who says not? But don't go to watch Wimbledon to be happy. That will not work. You be happy with yourself. Oh, I want to sit on the top of the mountain. Go there. By sitting on the top of the mountain, I will be happy. You will be disappointed. Shivoha, me Shivasya, Nirupade, who has no upadhi. Because suddenly you may think Shiva means I should have this now, all these Ganga and the snake and all this stuff. Nirupadi, no upadhi, no forms of any kind. Yet all forms are your forms. Sarvam Shivamayam. For me, when I am like this, kwa shishya, ka guru, ka shastra, kwa upadesha, four things. What is upadesha? Instructions from a teacher. Shastram, where is these scriptures? Where are the scriptures? Kwa shishya, where is the disciple? Where is the guru? None of these things exist. Understand? When you say that, don't say, start with, where is the guru? What is that? Where is the shastra? Where is the upadesha? That is not important. The moment shishya drops out, guru drops out, shastra drops out, upadesha drops out. But people want to start with dropping the guru, negating the scriptures, negating the listening to anything. Themselves, Mr. So-and-so existing. You don't worry. You shall be so miserable, you like it or not. Because you are holding onto a role. Don't start with dropping the God. drop the jiva, Ishvara automatically drops. Listen carefully. If I am not there, where are you? What comes first, I or you? I, you, he, okay? First person, second person, third person. So without the first person, can there be second person? Without first and second, can there be third? So who comes first? I don't drop myself, I drop the third one, second one. You understand how fantastic it is? That is why this ahankar. The PhD says, I don't believe in God. Arey, the PhD, the strength of which you are telling there is the existence of, understand, the PhD or your so-called education, with the strength of which you are dismissing the existence of something higher, that information itself was not there at one time. Right or wrong? Long back I had been to one big college here, Madras, IIT, long back, 20, 30 years back. Then we were having a talk. Then one student asked me, Swamiji, do you believe in God? I said, no. He didn't know what to do. Had I said yes, he would have grilled me. Who is that God? What is that God? I said, do you believe in God? I said, no, I don't believe in God. They didn't know what to do. Children, no. Some of them are grown up, big boy. One came here as here this institute, Marine Institute, NIPM. He came as the director for that, from that batch. One day he comes and says, Swamiji, you remember? I said, of course I remember. What is this? So sweet. They are all grown up. Anyway, she asked, somebody asked at that time, do you believe in God? I said, no. He don't know what to do. I said, look, if I would have said yes, you would have got a chance to grill me. Now that I said, no, you don't know what to do. Don't worry, I don't want to make you helpless. Why do you say there is no God? This IIT, with this knowledge, with the strength of which you are dismissing something unknown, not necessarily higher or lower, that knowledge itself was not there with you for some time. If you would have not believed there is no IIT, will you come to engineering? So the greatness is not disbelieving and dismissing. The greatness is accepting and inquiring. Just because you believe, you are not a great person. A believer is as stupid as the non-believer. A believer believes in something, the existence of which he is not sure of. Another non-believer dismisses something, again the existence of which he is not sure of. He has already dismissed. Is there a life in Mars? No. If you say no, will you inquire? Before going, if you already conclude, how do you inquire? Before you go into absolute, infinity, happiness, joy, Shiva, God, all these, before you even inquire into it, if you already concluded it is not there, how are you going to do it? The sensible mind is, okay, I am here, no? Yes, maybe, if finite is here, why not infinity? Can a finite exist without the totality? Think, friends. If you call the whole creation as a unit, think, we are inseparable part. So how can you dismiss it? That is why the beginning point, God is not the beginning point. You are the beginning. As long as you are there, Jiva is there, Jagat, creation is there, Creator, all these things, mysteries will be there. When Shishya drops out, as an individual, you understand about yourself, who you are, then Guru drops out, God, Ishvara drops out, Upadesha drops out, Shastra drops out. Nothing has a meaning anymore. For you, every one's purpose is solved. You are blessed. Still it continues. Why? Your children are coming, your disciples are coming. What a tradition. You understand yourself, you pass on the tradition. Bas. Which one you want to pass on? Think, friends. Think, friends. Don't you do that in life? Don't you pass on the best thing to your children? If you eat something good, you introduce him to that food. If you like a nice car, suppose there is a nice Italian car, all these Ferraris and other stuff, you introduce them the best car, best marble, best technology. You like, suppose, certain food, Indian food, Thai food, Chinese food, you introduce them to the best food. Don't you give them the best dress? When you purchase something for your child and you purchase something for charity, do you spend same money? Nobody does it. For your charity, anything will do. For your baby, yes. Why? The person should have the best. Now what is the best knowledge you can give to your child? Whatever you think best. If your thinking of best is making him a professional, you will condemn your child to that professional identity. If you consider a religious identity is best, a caste identity is best, you shall make them criminals, parochial. This is your caste. Oh boy. Or this is your profession. You are a rich man. Give them a material identity. Or shall you give him the absolute identity? But first to give him that, you must be aware of it. If I want to give the best to my children about everything, what is the best knowledge? Relative knowledges are needed, listen carefully, relative knowledge is needed for the sustenance of the body. For your comfort, you need air conditioning. For your happiness, you need self-knowledge. Understand about yourself. For your comforts, you need every type of professional knowledge. Whether it is art, painting, anything for that matter, comfort. Somebody singing beautiful song, somebody plays a flute. Ah, so beautiful, so nice. It's better than somebody making discordant notes and all the time shouting and fighting at you. But that's not happiness. Since suppose flute is your happiness, no flute, you are miserable. So introduce them to the best knowledge. What is that? About yourself. But not at the cost of the relative knowledge. That also is needed for sustenance. So thus when you give what the tradition will say, paravidya, aparavidya. Objective knowledge, paravidya, supreme knowledge about the self. When both are there, life is fantastic. And then, when you are thus aware of yourself, no more dependent on the scriptures, teachers, gurus, gods, nothing. Vachasti purusarthava. Or what is that to attempt? Purusartha means effort. What is that to be effort? You don't need, understand. To reach a place, you need to be effort. You need an effort. To get something, you need an effort. To see, to hear, to taste, to touch, you need effort. To be yourself. What efforts you need? That is because this is something who I am. You can't say asti va nasti. You can't say it is. Listen carefully. You can't say it is. To say it is, you need to have a body. You need to have a thought also. Listen, friends. This is so beautiful. You want to reach your home. Just take an example. You want to reach your home. There is a distance, okay? So how do you go? You take your car or bike or motorbike. You take your vehicle and go there. What do? that takes you there. Then you leave the bike outside, then go home. Or you take your bedroom. You leave the car outside, go outside. Understand? Listen carefully. You want to go to Mahabalipuram by boat? You take the boat, you go there. You reach Mahabalipuram, then you take the boat on your head and go. You leave the boat. I give this example. When I went to Hoganakal, I stopped giving that example. In Hoganakal, they carry the boat on their head and go home. You know that one round one? The round one? They sit down there and go there. Then once they reach that thing, they put it on their head and they go home. I say, oh, the example is finished. Anyway, think of it. Anyway, so when you go reach a place, you don't put the boat on your head and go. No. You travel in a plane to Amazon. You don't take the plane and come. No. You leave everything. Listen carefully. When I want to understand about myself, you don't have to carry anything, nor to leave behind anything. Do you know why? In this travel, the I itself, the traveler himself is dismissed. What to talk of, what it travels with. Are you getting that? Ahankar, the I want to meditate, I want to see, I want to hear, I want to touch, I want to do this, I don't want to do this. All these things I is doing. To be with yourself, nothing is needed. Even you can't carry any one of these things there, because the traveler himself is not allowed what to talk of, what it is traveling with. To be with the silence, listen, to be with the silence, no sound is needed to be carried, including the speaker. Do you understand? To be the silence, no sound of any kind, be it Om, Gayatri Mantra, flute, noise, pandemonium. The speaker is not allowed. What to talk of, what he speaks. In your being with yourself, ahankar itself is not allowed. What is the question of what all efforts ahankar makes? Ko asti, ko vanasti. Who is there to say it is or it is not? Ko asti cha ekam cha dvayam. Ko asti ekam, ko cha dvayam. Where is the question of ekam or dvayam? To say this is one or second. In fact, after 14 verses and almost 500, 600 verses all through these books, the last line, you know what he says? Bahunatra kimuktena. Kinchinno utishthate mama. Kim bahuna. That Sanskrit expression means kim bahuna. What more to say? Kim bahuna uktena. What is there to talk more? In fact, nakinchit utishthate mama. Nothing arises in me, from me, anywhere. No words needed, no thoughts needed, no perception needed, no sensation needed, nothing needed. Only one thing is, and that is yourself. So all that I saw, all that I heard, tasted, touched, smelt, listen, it's not the sound or the hearing, it's not the sights or the seeing, it's not the touches or the touching, it's not the taste or the tasting, and the smells or the smelling. Sense organs, sense objects, perception have no problem. I, who became the seer, hearer, toucher, experiencer, I am alive. It identified with the body. Listen, limited doesn't feel limited until the identification begins. Body doesn't feel it is dying. Deho na janati. Body doesn't feel it is dying. I say I am dying. Ahamkar. So the I invokes, drags every limitation to itself. Limitation, limited object has no sense of limitation. Without the presence of the individuality, the I. Consciousness, the limitless, has no sense of limitlessness either. No sense of freedom or bondage, nothing. The I plays the game. So when you understand about yourself who you are, Kim bahuna uktena, what is there to talk? Because the person who was talking so long, the person who was dragging everything so long, the person who was pulling everything, concluding everything, when that person drops out, everything, you don't have to drop out anything. When that is gone, everything is as well gone. Close your eyes. Having thus you being with yourself, and where you clearly see, no thought is needed, no I thought is needed, no perception, sensation, object, nothing is needed to be yourself, but to sustain the body, to move with this creation. You choose to continue to see, hear, taste, touch, but no more. You depend upon those things for your happiness. Now you depend on your body for your existence. You don't depend on your thoughts, your emotions, or sensations, for your happiness or freedom. Shivoham, Shivoham. You see yourself when you are with your eyes closed. Also when your eyes open, you are with yourself. Closing the eyes means suspending the perception for some time and being with yourself. Opening the eyes means resuming your perception to live in this world, and always you are with yourself. So meditation has nothing to do with your eyes open or closed. Your body is seated or moving. You are always in meditation. Shivoham, Shivoham. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Okay, so with this, ASHTAVAKRA Gita, such a beautiful text comes to an end, okay? And when I'll see what other text we can take, I will let you know, okay?